Happy Wednesday, Kipsters! Thanks for watching our videos. This is excellent math practice for area and perimeter today. I can't wait to see your answers. As a reminder, we know that perimeter is the distance around a shape. Again, looking at this image, it's like the fence. And area is the space inside a shape. With this image, it's the grassy area. Here's problem 1. To the right is the design of a small town. However, the person who wrote the design left out some measurements. We need to find those missing measurements. Pause the video and find the perimeter of this small town. How much fencing would be needed? What is the area of this small town? Now's the chance for you to try and solve for the missing sides, the perimeter, and the area of this irregular shape. If you have a pencil and something to write with, maybe draw the image down that you saw on the last slide and try to start finding those missing sides. If you need a little bit more support, watch a little bit further for some hints to get you started. Here's the design of the small town. Because this is an irregular shape, we want to cut it into two separate rectangles, or break it apart into two smaller rectangles. To do that, I've added a vertical line to now have two different shapes inside here. We have a rectangle and what could be a square or a rectangle next to it. So to find the missing length of the left side, which is a vertical line up and down, you see that question mark, we need to use the measurements of the other vertical sides, which would be the 2 miles and the 3 miles that are labeled with brackets. If we put those together, they equal the length of that missing side. So 2 miles plus 3 miles equals 5 miles. Now let's do the same thing with the missing horizontal side, which is the other question mark, now labeled with a bracket. Use 9 miles and 5 miles, those other horizontal sides, to find that missing length. Pause the video to try it on your own before the answer is revealed. Hopefully you saw that we would have to subtract 9 miles minus 5 miles equals 4 miles. And now we've found both missing sides. Pause the video again while you find the perimeter of this small town. Even with an irregular shape, to find the perimeter, we want to add up the length of all the sides. If you do that, you should get 28 miles. This small town would need 28 miles of fencing. Now let's find the area of the small town, first by finding the area of this square and then the smaller rectangle and putting those together. The length and width of the square is 5 miles by 5 miles. Multiply those together and you would get 25 square miles. Now solve for the area of the smaller rectangle. Using the length and width of 2 miles by 4 miles, multiply those together, and the area of this part is 8 square miles. Think about the final step needed to get the area of the entire small town. You got it! 25 square miles plus 8 square miles equals 33 square miles. That is the area of this small town. That was excellent practice. Stick with it. There's one more problem in this video. Problem 2. Adriana is putting wood on the floor of her patio and a tile border all the way around. How much wood does she need to cover the patio, and how much tile will she need to border? If you know what to do, pause the video and solve for the perimeter and area of Adriana's patio. We'd love to see your answers in the comments. Once again, we have to start by finding the missing sides, and we're going to cut this irregular shape into two smaller rectangles, this time with a horizontal line. Use the known lengths of the vertical sides to help you find the length of the missing vertical side. You can see we've got 4 feet and 2 feet that are known going up and down, so we're going to use that to find the missing piece. 4 feet minus 2 feet equals 2 feet. Then we'll do the same with the missing horizontal side, using 6 feet and 3 feet. Add those together and you get a length of 9 feet across the bottom. Now we have all the information we need to find the perimeter of Adriana's patio, and this will tell us how much tile she needs to border the patio. Pause the video if you need time to find this answer. After adding all the sides, we find the perimeter to be 26 feet. That is how much tile Adriana will need. Now we'll find the area of the patio by finding the area of each smaller rectangle. Using the top rectangle first, we can multiply the length times width, 6 feet times 2 feet, and we find that the top part is 12 square feet. The bottom rectangle measures 2 feet by 9 feet, so the area is 18 square feet. Putting those parts together, we see that the total area of the patio is 30 square feet. That is how much wood Adriana will need to cover the patio.